So, Ryan, shouldn't people just wait to go to Hollywood studios until it's done making all these changes that they're making?
No, absolutely not, because it's always changing. People could have said that, 10 years ago, waiting for
True,
Star
true.
Wars, and now they'd be waiting for this, for Monsters, the new Muppet roller coaster, and all the things. Like, if you are waiting for Disney to be done, you are never going to go to Disney.
Oh, I guess that's for sure. So, today, Pizza Pals, we're breaking down Hollywood studios. Stay tuned for all of our favorite things to do and our least favorite things to do in this park. Welcome back to One Slice at a Time. I am Stephanie Pakosta, and I'm a travel advisor that specializes in multi generational group travel and loves helping clients plan the perfect Disney vacation.
That's right. Stephanie has her PhD in Disneyology, and I'm Ryan Joy, also a travel agent, also have the same degree. We graduated the same school.
Yes, we
And
did.
today we are talking about Hollywood studios. But Stephanie, I hope they didn't miss last week or the week before when we talked about Epcot or Magic Kingdom.
Yep. If you guys missed those, go back and listen. So much great information for planning your next Disney vacation.
I will say in particular, Stephanie, that first one, we covered some of like
Hmm.
the general tips for Disney
We
World that
did.
apply to all the parks. So
Right.
definitely go back and listen to the Magic Kingdom episode.
Yes.
And then, this is a whole series. Set your day up, take that extra long road trip, hit your Epcot episode, and you're already here for Hollywood Studios.
That's right. So let's just briefly talk about Hollywood Studios because I think out of all the parks, this one feels the most kind of disjointed.
Kind of. I would say, yeah, a lot of people ask me, is there anything there for my family? And I'm like,
Hmm.
do you have a Star Wars fan in your family? Because if
Right.
you do, then yes. How
Yes.
about Toy Story? I was 11
Right.
years old when the first Toy Story came out. The newest one's coming out, and I'm gonna be old. So I have a whole lifetime of Toy Story. So Toy Story is
Yes.
there. And then you have the park icon of the Tower of
Mhm.
Terror that's on the end of
Right.
Sunset Boulevard. It's old Hollywood.
Hmm.
There's so much cool stuff to take in at
Yep.
Hollywood Studios. If you're an Indiana Jones fan,
Yes.
there's just stuff here.
I feel like the overall theme gets a little bit lost on people at this park as they've added on, but really it is old Hollywood and your favorite movies and shows. That is going to be really the overall theme for this park.
Yeah, the original concept was definitely Hollywood. You're like
Right.
Sunset Boulevard. You're in Hollywood, and then you
Backstage
have like
tour. Yep.
yes, all those things. Lately, what they've done is they've figured we're going to drop you into the Hollywood blockbusters. So we're going to drop you into
Yes.
Toy Story Land. We're going to drop you into
Hmm.
uh, Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars. So
Right.
it's still like this Hollywood concept, but it's a
Hmm.
more immersive into their
Yeah.
IP experience.
That's a great way to describe it. So,
Yeah.
Brian, walk us through the typical day for you at Hollywood Studios.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is go to the Five and Dime or whatever, get that Starbucks or the trolley cart, whatever it's called, the trolley treat cart.
Heart Cafe.
Yeah, the local Starbucks and grab myself an iced tea. But honestly, if I'm not doing that, I if I am there early, if I'm using early
Mhm.
park entry, my butt is going straight to Sunset Boulevard, and I am hitting Tower Terror right off the bat.
Okay. So after you have, hit the glam cam and did Tower of Terror, what
Yeah.
is your next stop? You're back there. So let's talk about what's new back there. There's a little something special happening back by Tower of Terror.
Oh yeah, the you talking about the villains show that opened
Mhm.
last year? No?
Yeah, no, but yeah.
I mean, that show's pretty good. If you haven't been to it, that
Hmm.
show is actually really good. You get to decide who is the most misunderstood of all, whether it's Captain Hook or Maleficent or Cruella. That show's good. I definitely think it's worth it. But Stephanie is definitely talking about the Rock and Roller Coaster. This thing has had a reboot.
Yes, it has. And it has some of our favorite characters from the Muppets.
That's right. They kicked out Steven Tyler and Aerosmith. They have taken over, and I can't wait. I haven't been there yet to experience the new rock and roller coaster. I can't wait to do it though.
So after you're done on that end of the park and Sunset Boulevard, where are you headed to next?
Very lightning lane specific. What I do next.
Yes.
Do
Yep.
I have lightning lanes over in the Toy Story land, or do I have lightning lanes over in Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
But if I have been super efficient, I'm gonna
Right.
hit Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway next.
Right on the
If
way
I
through.
have,
Yep.
if I just have hit the jackpot that morning, I
Mm-hmm.
might be able to squeeze that one in before the lines get long too.
True, true. Where is your favorite place to grab a quick bite to eat in this park?
It's the Backlot Express. Uh,
Oh, yeah?
that that has been like my go-to for many years. Here's the reason: you can get refills on your drinks there pretty
Mm-hmm.
easily. You just walk up, they have the soda fountain out. It's like at like Panera or something, like where you just take your cup up
Mm-hmm.
and get a free refill. Whereas
Right.
a lot of the other quick services, you might be able to get a free refill if you walk back up to the counter, but it's not as convenient. There, it's really
Sure.
easy. So I drink a lot at my meals, so I really
Mm-hmm.
value that component. If I'm on a health kick or something like that, then I go to the dock. Then I go to the docking bay and I get
Okay.
from there because I feel it's a little bit cleaner. But
I
Backlot's going to be my choice.
gotcha. I gotcha. So after lunch, what are we doing? Are we seeing a few shows? We still got some rides to do.
Oh, chances are I have either Toy Story or Star Wars still left on the agenda. I love Toy Story Midway Mania, so I'm definitely going to do that at some point throughout my day. But there are so many little shows that you can
Mm-hmm.
see. There's the Build show I talked about. There's a
Yeah.
newer Little Mermaid show that is quite good, that has like
Yeah.
live action people. There's the Frozen show. There's the Indiana Jones show.
Mm-hmm.
These are all things that I kind of have to keep the schedule in mind. There's also the Beauty and the
Right.
Beast show, and
Yeah, it's good
and
too.
you kind of squeeze them in between your
Right.
lightning lanes. That's the
Yep.
best tip, folks. And Hollywood Studios is such a hot park, such a hot park. There's not a lot of
It
shade,
is.
so
Ooh,
you
not a lot of
need those
shade.
shows. You really need those
Right.
shows.
To take breaks.
Yeah,
So we've gotten to the evening. Are you eating in this park? Is there a sit down meal that you would have here?
I think the sit down meal here for most people is going to be Woody's Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. People
Okay.
adore that concept of going in and being
Right.
in Andy's
A
bedroom and all
toy.
that. It's all you care to enjoy, and it's
Yes.
barbecue. Um, so definitely eat your money's worth there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If you want something a little bit more refined, then you go to the Bragg Derby.
Right.
Um,
Yes.
and everything else, that there's a bunch of other concepts. There are people that love the sci-fi drive-in theater. Um,
Yes.
so there's a lot of options here.
There is. Correct. All right. So afterwards, are we staying for Phantasmic?
I I do about 25% of the time, say. I
Oh,
like
okay.
Fantasmic. It's a good show. Um, if you've seen it a lot over the years, like I have,
Mm-hmm.
not every time, but I do like the
Yeah.
show quite a bit. Yeah. And then after that, though, it's pretty much out of the park.
Right. Right. Everything's done for
Yeah.
sure.
Let's
I
backtrack and
will
do
say
your
our
day.
okay. Well,
I want to
our
know
day is going to
where do you
look
start?
a little bit different. And that is only because this is one of those parks that it's going to depend on what lightning lanes I'm able to get as to where we start and what we're
Always.
doing, just like Ryan said. And I am not a huge fan of Tower of Terror. Now, my daughter thinks she likes it. So I guess that is going to be one of our first stops
Yeah.
would be Tower. But I'm really looking forward to doing the new rock and roller coaster. So for my next one, we will be rope dropping that rock and roller coaster so we can do it more than once. So rope drop once and then get the lightning lane or the single pass and ride it again. Um, and then after that, there's really not a whole lot for us to see and do. There's some good shopping and things down Sunset Boulevard. We can come back to that in the afternoon if we need a little break, but we're usually leaving that section and we're done with that section of the park. until much later when we go back for Fantasmic. After that, really, it does just depend on what lightning lanes you have. Hopefully, you've got a Mickey and Minnie's Runway Railway somewhere in there. You're going to do Star Wars or Toy Story. The pro tip here is to try to stack those lightning lanes on top of each other so you have both of your Star Wars lightning lanes together and you don't have to like come back and revisit things and jump back and forth. I will say this park is a lot less walking. It takes a lot less time to get from one side to the other. So if you do have to bounce around a little bit, this is the park that it's the most easiest to do that in. If you need to bounce between Toy Story and Star Wars, or even like bounce from Toy Story and go up and ride Mickey and Minnie's, this is the park to do that in.
Yeah. We still
So,
try not to do it. That's ideal.
right.
But if you have to do it, it's
But if you have to do it,
worst.
this is definitely the one to do it in. After that, we get to about lunchtime. I mean, I skipped right over breakfast because, guys, Charlie Car Cafe is absolutely the best Starbucks in Disney World. So it
Why?
is my favorite. I don't know why.
Huh.
I just like it. The drinks taste different.
Okay.
It's my favorite. So I'm headed to Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater for lunch
Okay.
because the
Okay, you're one
menu
of
the
those.
menu is the same for lunch or dinner. So I'm
Yeah.
going to
You get a
Sci-Fi.
burger?
Hopefully, yeah, burger, fries, shake. I got a funny story about those shakes. I took Eva once and it was just a me and her trip, and I ordered a shake completely unknown to me that the shake has alcohol in it. Eva starts drinking my shake, and the guy's like, "Hey, excuse me, ma'am. Did you know?" I'm like, "Actually, I did not know. Thank you very much. Could you bring her out her own?" So,
That's awesome.
so be careful with those drinks at Sci-Fi. But we love to go to Sci-Fi for lunch. After that, we'll finish up rides, maybe do some shopping. I will say this is kind of one of those parks. Like I said, you just float around to what lightning lanes you're able to get. We love the shows here. Even if you're not a huge Frozen fan, we love the Frozen show. It is hilarious. It's even great for adults. The Indiana Jones show is absolutely not to be missed too. Like Ryan said, the villain show is super cute if you're back in Sunset Boulevard and you have some time to spend. If you got big Beauty and the Beast fans, the Beauty and the Beast show here is a live show. So there is actually a lot of shows to weave in through those lightning lanes and spend time in this park.
If you're not
As we
there at a
get,
super busy time, you can
mhm.
walk up to Beauty and the Beast and Indiana
Oh yeah,
Jones as the show is starting. But
and still find a great seat. Hmm.
if you are there during spring break, that is not that's not true. That rule
Not
does
gonna
not
happen.
hold.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
you got to be there not not like a half hour early, but if you're
right.
there 15 minutes early, that's probably
Sure.
sufficient.
And for the Frozen show, it's always popular, guys. So I would get there a
Yeah.
little bit early. Don't plan on getting a seat when the show opens. It's like
You can
you're
actually
gonna
use a
have to.
lightning lane for that if you
Yeah,
need
can.
to.
Hmm. Yep.
What about dinner, Stephanie?
So dinner. Here's my pro tip. We absolutely love the 50s
Yeah.
Primetime Cafe. It is this huge meal, and here's my pro tip. Now, if I cannot get a reservation with the fireworks seating included at Sci-Fi, you can do a Phantasmic dinner package at this 50s Primetime Cafe. And what that includes is not only your pre-fee menu, you get to pick from a appetizer, a main course, and a dessert for each person. And then you get special seating. So you do not have to stand around in a line to get good seating for Phantasmic. You can go right down there. It's front row, right down the center. Or if you want to sit a couple rows back, right down the center. Great seating for Phantasmic.
What do you get, the meatloaf or something? Like what's your thing at the 50s prime
I
time?
usually get the fried chicken there. Yeah.
Yeah, of course,
But
that's
meatloaf's
that's the play.
meatloaf's a close second.
Not
But
for
it
me.
is just like
It's never gonna be no.
and they have this peanut butter and jelly shake. If you guys don't
Yeah,
tell, I go for a dessert.
yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly shake there. That is so great.
I get the roast beef or pot roast or something like that
Yeah, pot roast there is good
there.
too. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really like
All
our
right.
typical day, Phantasmic. And then after Phantasmic, when Phantasmic gets over, the park is usually closed. Now,
Closed,
if
yeah.
you leave before the end of Phantasmic, you may be able to hop in the line somewhere for like a rock and roller coaster or for Tower of Terror that's right there next to Phantasmic. But usually the park is closed and you just kind of make your way out of the park.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, Ryan. Now we talked about our typical day. Tell me what is your one can't miss thing when you go to Hollywood Studios? I mean, I know there's more than one, but what's the one thing?
You know, like not do there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, ends up it's Star Tours. We do Star Tours at least twice, usually, every time I'm there. A few reasons. The line is usually
Mm-hmm.
short. It gets me out of the
Yeah,
rain or the sun, and
true.
it's also right next to my lunch spot at that express.
Good point.
So
Good point.
yeah,
And it changes.
so
So you're not riding the same ride each time
that's right.
because Star
Yep,
Tours, the overall, story line that you're, riding, it changes. So that's a good pro
yep,
tip there. You can ride Star Tours multiple times and get different,
yep.
scenes in
Back to
your
back.
ride.
Yep,
So,
yep. It's
yep.
great.
What about food? Is there one thing that you have to get every time you're there besides
Okay.
Backlot Express?
All right. So there's a couple of things that are on my list to try at
Okay.
Hollywood Studios that I haven't gotten to yet. First of all, they introduced the pepperoni pizza spring rolls over there, and I haven't had
Yes,
a
they
chance
have
to
them
get
there
over
now.
there.
Yeah.
That over in Toy Story Land. So I need to
Mm-hmm.
add that to my rotation because surely once that happens, that you know.
Yes.
Um, also, this is a hidden gem because for many years the only place you could get a cream cheese pretzel was over at the lunching pad over in Magic Kingdom, but
Mhm.
you can actually get it here at that little cart sort of between Mickey's Runaway Railway and Toy Story Land.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can get
So
that there too. And a Jack Jack cookie also there. And you
oh,
get a
you
Pop
stole
Tart in
mine.
Toy Story Land. Yeah. And the Pop Tarts over at Toy Story Land. So, there's
Yeah.
plenty. So all right, Stephanie, what's your hidden gem?
This is not a hidden gem, but guys, I'm going to tell you every time we're there, we're riding Rise of the Resistance. Rise of the Resistance is like this complete experience. You can't even say it's a ride, but every single time I'm there, I'm going to pay whatever I need to pay to not stand in
Yeah.
line for that ride or whatever we need to do because it just takes my breath away every single time we ride it. So that would be the one kind of like ride that we absolutely have to do. I think more and more
I do
people
think
are
it's
catching on to how. Go ahead.
I do think it's good that you mentioned that
Mhm.
because people need to know that it's such an immersive ride and it
Yes.
absolutely is worth the money to pay for that lightning lane because
Yep.
for many reasons it often goes down. And if it goes
Mhm.
like you don't want to have waited in long, long line and then have it go down, like you can't get that time
Right.
back no matter what you do.
Mhm.
So it's just super valuable to get that lightning lead and ride Rise of
Right.
the Resistance.
I'd also say that the Frozen Ever After show, yes, they have a script, but they kind of like feed off of each other a little bit and they do some improv there. So Frozen Ever After is a hidden gem just because it changes a little bit each time that you
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
So,
And there's some adult jokes that are just sprinkled in
mhm.
for you.
Yeah.
So yeah. And the snack, you said you're a Jack Jack cookie fan?
Oh, a Jack Jack cookie. Yep, that's exactly the snack. Perfect.
Okay. All right.
Warm, deep dish cookie, totally shareable if you have to.
All right.
Okay.
Any massively overrated rides in Hollywood Studios or underrated?
Oh, for
You
me,
you take
you're
your
gonna
over under.
I think Star Tours is massively underrated. It is a lot of fun, and like we said, it changes each time you ride it. For me, overrated rides, if it was up to me, I would never ride Tower of Terror again. I have done it enough times in my lifetime that I will never do it again if I don't have to. So I know a lot of people like it has this cult following. A lot of people love it. I I don't want to get on that ride. Thank you very much.
Great. All right.
So here's a good time to stop, guys, and remind you this is what Ryan and I do every single day. We help people talk through the options and plan their perfect Disney vacation without all the stress, without listening to what Facebook says or what the blog says, planning it so your family gets what they want out of their Disney vacation.
And right now let's talk about pizza.
Let's. I don't know what he's going to talk about here because he hasn't had the pizza spring rolls at Hollywood Studios yet. So surprise me.
No, we've talked about this before actually. Catalina Eddie's has pizza here.
Oh, yes, they
And
do.
it is we could pick this crusty review up down over in Animal Kingdom next week because it's basically the same pizza as the Pizza Fari. It's not great, but it's
Hmm.
available. So, 3 to 4
Yes.
on the pizza scale. But Catalina Eddie's is quick service that's in that Sunset Boulevard Tower of Terror
Hmm.
area. There's a whole bunch of different options. You can get the chicken tenders, you can get sandwiches,
Right.
other things there. Um,
Hmm.
between the few different quick service options that are right
Right.
there, that they all have all the same common seating. But Catalina
Right.
Eddie's is where you can get pizza if you need it.
Yes. And I'd say the best thing about having this food court option is if you're with picky children and you need something quick, like Catalina Eddie's, you have this whole like little food court there. Somebody can get pizza, somebody can get chicken fingers, somebody can get a burger.
Yep.
It's all available right there, and you all can still sit together and not have to bounce from spot to spot to spot. This before, but there is something that you absolutely love to do at Hollywood Studios. And as soon as the tickets become available for this particular thing, you are on it and you are doing it at least once during the season.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about your most favorite thing about Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, with Christmas time, they do Jollywood Nights, and it's an after hours event. So the regular
Mhm.
park closes down for normal people at 7 o'clock, and the party people come in. And it's a very different party vibe than the other after hours events. People sometimes get dressed up because it's like,
Yeah.
again, Hollywood glam and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then, other people are just dressed as normal park people, but then they have
Mm-hmm.
an abundance of characters. Like all the
Yeah.
characters that you could ever think you wanted to meet, they are there, from Duffy to um, Max Goof to Geppetto to like all of them. Mary Poppins and the
Yeah.
Penguins and Scrooge McDuck. We met them all there before. So that's fun from the character perspective. They also
Mm-hmm.
have a show in the Beauty and the Beast Theater that's hosted by Kermit and Miss Piggy, which is really
Nice.
special. There's ice skating show in Hollywood Studios this time, so it's just a little
Crazy.
fun little holiday night out to get you in the Christmas spirit.
Love it.
And
Let's
it
see.
snows in Hollywood.
I haven't been for snow in Hollywood yet. I'm gonna have to add that one on there and see if Ryan's really telling the truth about how great
Yeah.
Jollywood Nights is. So, guys, if you have enjoyed today's episode, make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcast because you're not going to miss next week when we talk about Animal Kingdom
That's right. And don't forget to go back and listen to Magic Kingdom and
and
Epcot and
Epcot.
Hollywood
Yep.
Studios, Animal Kingdom. You're going to also want to subscribe to Extra Cheese Fun so that you can get our absolutely free planning guide. Planning guide
Yes.
is such a good add-on to your travel advisor package. Between the two things, you'll have a flawless, ooh, I won't say flawless. You will have an amazing Disney World trip.
That's right. You will. So, Ryan, I'm pretty sure we're not going to Catalina Eddie's for dinner to grab a pizza. So, what are you doing for dinner tonight?
Well, I have a park hopper. So I can go to Hollywood Studios. I can go to Hollywood Studios, and a little known fact, you can walk from Hollywood Studios
You
to
can.
Epcot. Yes,
Walker
it's
Skyliner.
it's a little bit of a walk, but it is possible. You
Yeah.
do it. You walk kind of via the boardwalk and go into the back, and then it's not that far
Hmm.
to get to Via Napoli for dinner. But if, if you don't have the park hopper, or you can't
Right.
make it all the way to Via Napoli, you're going to walk up by a pizza window on the way in Boardwalk. So hit that up.
Yeah, Boardwalk Pizza Wonder.
That's right.
If you need a snack along that long walk.
So it sounds like I'm on a pizza pub crawl or something.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'll take a bite of Catalina Eddie's, then I'll take a walk to the pizza window, and then I'll get Via Napoli for the main course.
Sounds like a plan.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here this week. And until next time, remember, keep traveling the world.
One slice at a time. Bye.
Have a great week. Bye.